Greetings, you fantastic fish, and welcome back. Continuing on in the journey.
Unexpected request, but sure.
Actually, really quickly, just a very, very small touch of house cleaning. The game, oh, there's the cat. The game, crashed when I went to go make the save file last time, so I had to redo this last bit where we fought the doppelgangers. You can see there the corpses are in kind of a weird position. It's probably something nobody would really notice. But I thought I did just want to point it out that technically, you guys didn't get to see the actual fight that we're continuing off of from the save file. Way too much information. You guys don't care. Let's get into this. Let's talk to good old Scar and let him know how we bungled our operation. I'm glad to see you've returned. So, what news do you bring me? Okay. Well... according to one of the merchants we met, the Seven Suns has been infiltrated by some sort of shapeshifter thing. I don't know what kind of monsters they are, but the merchants are fearful. This is very serious news. I must ask you another favor. If you were to return to the compound and destroy this infestation of monsters, I would be willing to double your wage. Wait, wage? I didn't realize we were getting paid here. Well, yeah, we kind of already did that, so... it's not giving us an option to say we already did it. I guess we'll just say, well, yes, of course. We'll get to it. I must thank you once again. You're doing a great service to this city. It says the Seven Suns compound is filthy. Filthy with they're lousy with doppelgangers, guys. Lousy with them. Where's the gosh darn journal? Where'd they put the journal in EE? That's right, they made it part of the main screen. You can't actually click on it. I don't understand, though. The Seven Suns? Isn't that where we went? Guys. Guys. That's where we went.
Unexpected request, but sure.
I don't know. How you been, my friends? Hopefully everything is just fine and dandy. If you live in America, you know that things are a little rough right now, but we'll make it through. Not the first time things got a little dicey in the States, right? Anyway. Let's get in here and see if maybe we missed a doppelganger or something.
What the heck?
I can't imagine that we did. We pulled them all out. There were 4 of them.
Might work.
I know it looked like there were only 3 corpses out there, but one of them exploded in the fight that you guys didn't see. I don't understand. Oh, there's a basement.
But sure.
How did I miss this? Maybe this is where the other doppelgangers are. Oh, yep, here we go. It's just a normal doppelganger. We should be fine. Clangeddon, be with us.
An unexpected
Who's
request,
Clangeddon?
but sure.
Sounds like Armageddon. Jasso. Why does the name Jasso sound familiar? Was he in one of those... Wait a minute. This is the Seven Suns. This is the trading coaster. This is the place that they said... Jasso was the one... I'm pretty sure they said they replaced.
An unexpected request, but sure.
Come to torment me some more, you shape-shifting bastards.
Wow. Well, you'll get naught from me this day. Not a cry of pain, nor the knowledge in my noggin. Get away from me, you shapeshifter scum. Well, we're not the shapeshifter you speak of. We're friends, sent by Scar to see what's been going on. Going wrong here at the Seven Suns. Who are you? You know Scar. I'm Jasso, a friend of his and the owner of the Seven Suns. You have to help me get out of here. Well, it's good that we found you. Now we can finally find out what's been going on here. Before we take you anywhere, could you tell us what's been going on? Those creatures, the shapeshifters, started infiltrating the Seven Suns some months ago. They must have started with some of the less important members of my coaster. Eventually, they captured me, and their leader took my face. They've been keeping me alive in order to gain information that they need through torture. I don't know what their purpose is, but they have been running my business very poorly. All of you will be well rewarded for rescuing me. When you meet Scar again, he will give you my reward. I must be off now, as there is much of the monster's work to be undone. I assume you have dealt with the other monsters upstairs. If you haven't, I'll get the Flaming Fist to clear out the rest. It'll probably be weeks before we can clean out their stench. I'm kind of surprised we didn't get the option to question whether or not he was Jasso. I mean, wouldn't it stand to question that a really clever doppelganger would pretend to be the real Jasso who was kept down here and tortured? But I guess we'll just have to take him at his word. I mean, we have
my honor is my
we do have a Jantis. This might be one of the very few times where mechanically you could cast Detect Evil and find some use for it. The problem is we don't know Jasso's original alignment to begin with, so it's very possible Jasso is already evil. I feel like at best though, or rather at worst, he would be lawfully evil though, right? Since he runs this trading coaster. Who knows? Yeah, see this... If I was the DM, this is when I'd have the players walk back here, and in a cell would also be Jasso, just to make things difficult. But I am not the DM. Okay, so we've got 2 locked chests. I don't even know if there's anything useful in these things. Again, friends, I am almost never playing a game of Baldur's Gate to this point. I always weasel out about around Cloakwood, so we're kind of entering in unfamiliar territory. Yep. What a nice little nest egg. I'm sure Jasso won't mind. You know, morality is relative and all that for the heroes.
What the heck?
Actually, I probably shouldn't have done that. We're playing the good team. Oh well. I've already forgotten the things we picked up. We'll just pretend that that was part of Jasso's reward. And I mean, technically, like, poor Jasso probably needs all the help he can get. We did hear one of the NPCs reference that the Seven Sons have been making bad business choices, and it was upsetting somebody. Can't quite remember, like a governmental official or something. Alright, Scar, we did it.
But sure.
Back so soon? How did your battle fare? Doppelgangers are all dead. Jasso is back in control of the business. I'm impressed. You are as good as your word, and obviously very deadly in your work. I'll give you the wage you deserve, triple our original agreement. I want to keep in touch with you, especially if the Iron Throne is up to what you say it is. See, this is clearly, like, the problem, right? This is the problem with any good party. Triple the payment, on top of the fact that our high reputation already gives us, like, a 20%, 30% discount on the store. I can't remember the exact number. It's nuts. I mean, it makes sense. There just needs to be more advantages for playing an evil party. Anyway, we're always interested in more work. What does it entail? The problem is this. Every night people have been disappearing from the streets of the city. My men have been scouring the city trying to find the culprit, but so far to no avail. People have begun to get scared, and very few are willing to leave their homes at night. Something has to be done, and quickly. Would you be willing to take the job? I'd pay you 300 gold in advance, with a 1,000 gold bonus if you discover what's been happening with the disappearing citizens. What do you say? How much money did he just give us? I feel like 300 isn't very much. We're gonna agree to do it anyway, I'm just curious. The man just dropped 6,000 gold on us, and now he's trying to entice us with 300. But yeah, of course we'll, well, we agree to your terms. Your job is really simple. All I want you to do is patrol the east of the city and find an entrance to the sewers. Perhaps you'll get lucky and find out what's been happening. If you do find out what's been happening, come to see me at the Flaming Fist Barracks. Our only clue so far has led us to the sewers, so if you want to explore them first, it would probably be a good idea. Also, we found tracks of some many-legged creatures, perhaps a centipede-like monster.
You are unworthy to sit at the feet of great Tiax.
Oh no.
Find another for that exalted spot.
Oh no. TX just left. TX straight up left. He didn't even give us dialogue. He just up and he's gone. Oh gosh, did he have anything important? Hang on. We gotta, okay, I'm gonna quick save. Right, it's Q. Okay, I'm gonna quick save. We're gonna load maybe an autosave. Do we even have an autosave? No, we just have the last. Alright, let's make sure TX didn't have anything crucial. No, he didn't. Well, that's a very short-lived TX, very short-lived TX, interaction. I've never seen that before. Is that something they added in EE? Normally they come up and talk to you, and they insult you for being too good, or reprimand you for being too evil. Who the heck is Delos? Not even sure what voice to do for him. I didn't hear the cue. What is your business here? Well, we're here to see Scar. I've been told to expect you. He's either just down the hall or outside the entrance. He's been waiting some time to talk to you, so you should go speak with him soon. Yeah, well, we already did talk to him, so we're just gonna scoot on out here. Alright, so what do we do now? I mean, we could investigate the sewers. I guess that's a place to start. We need to ultimately go after the Iron Throne, though. Here's some sewers, but it won't let us go into them. That's strange. The guy talking about the Urban Man's... There we go, we can go into these ones. The guy talking about the Urban Man dungeon wasn't lying. You just shimmy down these things. Scar said the bodies have been disappearing, or rather the humans, the non-bodies, which became bodies, had been disappearing in the east part of the sewers. So we'll enter into the part that we're in now and then head east. What the heck? Schlumpsha, the sewer king. What is he? Is he a slime? How do you do the voice of a slime?
Halt, my children, we have guests among us. Yes, I can sense you now, and your leader. A child of the books you were. Aye, books are good, and a child of fate. Here, I have heard of you, Luther of Gladstone. I have heard your name whispered down these stony halls, where the drip of water mingles with the gurgling of the dead. They have wanted you dead, you know.
Well, okay. Who has wanted me dead? Have you?
Who? Schlumpsha? No, not I. Not yet, but your death is so tempting now. So near. I can almost taste it on you, child.
What death do you taste on me, Sewer King?
A death foretold. A death planned for by the gods themselves. I'll not tell you more. Not Schlumpsha, the faithful sewer king. No.
Okay. Well, thank you, Schlumpsha. Your prophecies are harsh, but their truth is not immutable. I shall face them as I can.
Yeah, I have told you enough, but I have not told you all. The sewers may claim you, Luther of Gladstone, but I shall not.
I did not expect that to end peacefully. That's bizarre. It's like a party of 6, and they all just disbanded. What was that, like a zombie, an ogre? I didn't quite catch the rest. I'm going the wrong way. We need to go east. Schlumpsha, the mighty king of the sewers. Apparently not a bad guy, as long as you don't miff him off. Well, we found a body. A male body. So I suppose we'll just keep going. This is about as... Oh, fan. Wonderful-tastic. We're just gonna leave. Not really interested in fighting that thing.
That might work.
Alright, so as long as we continue to... What?! Are you kidding me? I thought that was a hard loading zone. It is not. This spider is totally okay with
I'm not surprised.
passing through the different sections of the sewer. That's impressive.
What the heck?
Oh, okay. That's fine. That's interesting, because it means, I'm pretty sure that means that the various sections of the sewers aren't treated as their own, well, they're still their own unique map, but they're not sanctioned off by the loading zones, if that makes sense. It's the same way that you can go like the house in Beargust, where if you go into the house and then leave it, the spiders still follow you. So the sewer is considered to be that, it's treated under those same rules. I never would have guessed. I would have assumed that similar to the upper level in actual Baldur's Gate, that each section was its own loading zone. What does a kobold even sound like when they talk?
I am Ratchild. I destroy all those who oppose my people. Feel the wrath of Ratchild. Feel my wrath and tremble.
Well, there's a lot going on in the sewers underneath Baldur's Gate. Who knew? I kind of feel like we have no reason to fight Ratchild. And if Ratchild wants to claim himself to be this giant, monstrous being, I say we just let him. Yeah, well, we won't cower, but we'll say, well, who exactly are your people?
My people are rulers of the deeps. Where your people's wastes are sent, that's where we thrive. Ratchild's tribe is stronger than the others. Ratchild's tribe trained to beat anyone. Anyone. No one can stand up to Ratchild and tribe.
Well, it's wonderful that you live down here where all our waste is dumped. You should be real proud.
You underestimate Ratchild. Many have done so. Even Harpers have done so. All have felt Ratchild's wrath.
Okay, we didn't want to fight you, Ratchild, but apparently this fight is inevitable, so... What the... Ratchild knows cleric spells. That's kind of terrifying. In fact, we don't really know who he targeted with that, or what that spell is. If it's rigid thinking, we need to really quickly spread everyone apart. For the time being, we'll have Ajantis and Luther charge this singular Kobold Commando. We'll have everyone else hold back. And then, oh, there it is, okay. Yeah, rigid thinking, targeted on Ajantis. So we're going to have Luther, which one is Luther? This one. We're going to have Luther keep moving forward, and Ajantis is going to move back. There we go. So that only affected Ajantis. Rigid thinking is already single target though, right? Or does it affect anyone around them? I feel like it affects multiple people, right? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe all of that was for nothing. Anyway, now that we got this Kobold Commando's attention and he's swapped over to his melee weapon, we're going to run over here and engage directly with Ratchild, because he clearly is the biggest threat here. Luther's probably going to be fine. He's got 4 Kobold Commandos shooting him with fire arrows +2. It's not great, not ideal, but he'll probably be okay for the time being. Ajantis is in La La Land right now, so there's nothing we can really do about him. Probably a good time to drop a Fear Wand from Dynahair. Imoen will use her Wand of Magic Missiles on Ratchild, possibly disrupting the spell. Of course, great time to use Command on the Spellcaster, which is what Yeslik will do, and we'll just let this play out. Unfortunately, Ajantis has decided to engage in combat with our backline, which is not great. Luther, also affected by Hold Person, and immediately dies. Wow. Ratchild and his band of hooligans may have been one of the first teams to actually take Luther out. And that was fast. That was not a short amount of time. Or, sorry, a long amount of time. Looks like we evaded that giant spider that jumped us here that last time. Now, I still blame that more on the Hold Person spell, because what happened is Luther got held, which guaranteed that all hits strike. And I believe they do... Don't they do maximum damage as well? It's awful. Like, being held, or asleep, or stunned, or whatever in this game is just absolutely terrible. Thank goodness they really reworked how a lot of spells like that work in 5e. Whispers of Silence. I guess we'll give that to Imoen. Why not? Still have never found Joseph. He's in Nashkel. We really should give him his ring back. Or, well, his wife his ring back. What am I doing? We don't even need to do this right now. Okay, so I suppose we need to... Since the game is going to be annoying and, put us face to face with Hold Person. Now, Ajantis is immune to Hold Person whilst he wields Spider's Bane. He is proficient in the two-handed swords. Not really a terrible idea to have him equipped with that. In fact, I'm not sure why we had Kondar equipped, although it was giving him +3 versus shapeshifters. What is this? Ring of the Prince. Why are you not wearing... Oh, because he can't. Somebody needs to wear this. Yezlik, put that on. Anyway, we need to make ourselves immune to... Rigid thinking is really what it is. That's not gonna happen though, is it? Oh my gosh, we need more identification spells. I guess Yezlik uses bullets. We'll just give him the extra bullets for now. That's probably fine. Okay. So... could be cheap and kind of just run in here and immediately open fire on Ratchild. That's the problem, right? There's not really... there's no strategy here that feels fair. Like, we either overrun Ratchild and he doesn't get a chance to cast any of his magic and he's a joke, or he gets basically 1 or 2 spells off and completely incapacitates the party. There's no middle ground. And I guess that's just what we do. We'll just quick save it and run in and gun him down. It's kind of just the black and white binary nature of 2nd edition. Anyway, yeah, I think his... Yes. Casting spell failure, and now we're probably going to kill him before he gets another spell off. Yeah. That's crazy. Isn't that nuts how vastly different the fight goes over a little thing like that? You know, you don't lose Ajantis to rigid thinking. Why is Luther not? Although, admittedly, there are a lot of Kobold Commandos here. Like, a lot. In fact, we're switching Ajantis back over to his shield, just so he gets that extra AC. Oh, that's not good. Got that one commando focusing on the back line. Okay, we're back to being in a safe place. Oh, I say that.
No, not in here.
Okay. Commando is not very threatening at all once you engage them in melee combat by simple virtue of them switching over to their extremely inefficient short swords. Commandos dropping the standard 2 fire arrows +2 each, and Ratchild himself dropping 20.
No, an unexpected request, but sure.
Oh, one more. Well, Ratchild and his clan probably were the most threatening down in the sewers. We have no reason to doubt him. Lay on hands from Ajantis will get a little bit of HP back. Pity we didn't use TX's spells to heal before he left, but I don't think he wasn't even in the party long enough to rest to get them. Our rep is probably 20, yeah. Heroic 20. Which is why TX left in the first place, of course. His ascension from Cyric
What the heck?
demanded something far more chaotic. We're going to go ahead and quick save, because I'm not really familiar what's down in these sewers. And if we want to run into another Ratchild scenario, I don't really see it going well for us.
Yep. I've done had enough.
Oh, come on. There's another... There it is.
No, an unexpected request, but sure. Excellent. What the heck?
But, yeah, it always amazes me how dangerous a Kobold Commando is. simply by virtue of possessing a fire arrow that on its own has a +2 to hit in addition to the extra fire damage. Got some sewer cleaners. Maybe they've seen something weird going on. Sniff. Oh, shouldn't be down here. Not safe if you don't know your way around. Probably can't stand the smell either. I think he's supposed to be talking like he has the stuff he knows. I didn't quite catch that until halfway through. Oh, we got some stairs, but we don't want to go out. We want to... Oh my goodness. Gray ooze. And this sewer cleaner is just zooming right along. As if nothing happened.
I'm not surprised, but what?
We're gonna need to sleep soon.
No, not in here.
More stairs.
Request, but sure.
How do we even know if we're even in the east part of the sewers? Oh, that's there's a corpse of a dog surrounded by rats. We're definitely not heading in an eastward direction anymore. Looks like we have some sluice gates or something similar. I don't pretend to understand how sewers work. Let's try going this way. How crazy of a job must it be to be a sewer worker down in Baldur's Gate? On a regular day, you run into Schlumpsh, the king of the sewer, or whatever his name was, Ratchild, and Grey Oozes. I imagine that they spend most of their time running away from such atrocities. There's more dead bodies. There's 2 of them now. I feel like we're getting warmer.
Excellent.
Can't help but get that sensation after finding more corpses. Oh, we can go south, or we can go up again. So a centipede creature is definitely a carrion crawler, right? I can't imagine that it's anything else. Let's try going south.
But what?
Thank goodness these sewers aren't like the ones in Avendar. Any of you coming off of, I doubt that don't go watch my Avendar Let's Play. It's an extremely dry experience and it carries on for far too long. But in Avendar there are these sewers where they constantly shift and change. It's just absolutely terrible. Alright, so we did find our carrion crawler friend.
Not in here.
Oh my goodness. What does he do? He gets a proper hit on Luther, which is going to paralyze him and guarantee all future hits. Now, carrion crawlers don't do very much damage per hit. You can see here, takes 1 crushing damage, 3 crushing damage, yeah. Carrion crawlers only deal, like, it's something really low, like 1d4, but they attack super quick. So if you do get held, they're going to smash you with all that damage. Now, I said earlier being held makes you take maximum damage. That must not be true, because we see here variable damage, 3 to 1. I don't know, maybe that's only crits where you get max damage, or maybe that's just not a thing. Maybe I'm making these rules up. We're probably safe to explore just a little bit with the Jantis in the lead here. Okay, Luther. You hear there 2 of the hold person effects wore off. We required a 3rd one to wear off. Again, that's also what makes carrion crawlers so dangerous, is because once you get held by one of them, you're going to stay held. It's not going to wear off, because they'll keep reapplying the held status effect. Anyway, we're probably going to need to rest, so I'm just going to quick save and we'll try to sleep in the sewer. Probably a terrible thing for these poor fools to well, they're not fools. These poor adventurers to try to stomach, but oh, I hit space by reflex, and apparently it forwarded the dialogue. This is an ogre mage. We'll do our best to match the ogre mage voice.
So, some puny surface dwellers have come to their death.
It'll just be extra treasure for my collection. My pets have been causing much anguish in your surface realms, haven't they? They've been so useful at collecting surface pinklings. My pets use the flesh for food, and I get the pretty treasure. My pets kill these intruders.
Well, I think we found the source of the missing bodies. We're just gonna back it up. Back it up. We're just gonna go back the way we
I'm
came.
not surprised. That might work.
It's not a terrible idea to swap everyone over to their ranged variants. Which by everyone I just mostly mean Luther and Ajantis, since everyone else is already fighting from a distance.
I'm not surprised. But
And they don't seem intent on running us down, so we'll just clean house here from a distance. Wow, it's just leaving. Probably smart of it. Really shouldn't be chasing after us alone like this. Okay, one down. This leads a couple more, right?
But sure.
Maybe. Okay, there's one. Maybe we can get its attention.
Luck and skill are brothers. Wart face.
16 crit. Not too shabby. It's easy to forget that Luther is proficient with the bow. Wow. Yeah, he didn't even need the party on that one. Or did I say it's hard to forget? I think I meant to say it's easy to forget. It's easy to... Oh. Okay, Ogre Mage is going for a spell. It's Mirror Image. I think we're gonna... Maybe the Ogre will follow us. I think it's kind of what I want. Right? Oh, well, the Carrion Crawler followed us. That also works. Guys, whole party here. Whole party here.
I shall return. I'm not. What the heck?
So with a mirror-imaged Ogre Mage, because the Carrion Crawlers are actually kind of dangerous in these confined quarters where we can't really move around and run away from them. Because if it gets a stun on the wrong person and the Ogre Mage decides to focus that person, it could be trouble. So the Ogre Mage is... Did I say that right? Ogre Mage is mirror image.
I care not.
Could chuck a potion of explosions there down at him, but how does that interact with mirror image? Does it wipe out all the mirror images? Probably not. I think what we need to do is just have Dynahair go down and cast Magic Missile to wipe out as many of the images as she can. She'll probably get targeted by a spell or something, but I think she can take a hit. Probably. Okay, here we go. Just pop that off. That's 3 missiles. Confusion being cast on Dynahair. We're gonna back the whole party up. That seems like a good idea. Okay, so Confusion hits multiple people, because you saw the spell effect also tried to target Ajantis and Luther. Luckily, they succeeded their save. We could just wait here, I suppose, for the Confusion to run out, although with Dynahair wandering around like that, we might not have that luxury anymore. We're gonna stand in front of her, kind of like this. We'll wait and see what happens. If the Confusion spell runs out, good. If not, we'll charge in ahead of her, because the last thing we want is a dazed mage to walk right into an Ogre Mage's path. That seems dangerous. We might even just have her do it again. Maybe. Although she had to have wiped out 3 mirror images, because we didn't see the Ogre Mage take any damage. So all of her shots hit the mirror images. That's probably good enough. We're gonna run in and just
not in here.
Fight it out. Like real men, right? Wow. She managed to hit all the mirror images. He must have only had the 3. Or the spell wore off, one or the other. Yeah, a single spellcaster isn't terribly dangerous on their own, as long as your party can get the hits in and disrupt the spells. I suppose we could check the duration of mirror image, right? 3 rounds plus... Yeah, that's not very long. 3 rounds plus 1 round for the level of the caster. Let's assume the Ogre Mage was level 5. So that would only be 5 plus 3 is 8 times 6 is 48 seconds. Ew. It's stuff on the wall. Oh gosh. It's Soylent Green and its people seem to be stuck on the walls.
As you will.
in some horrific Stranger Things-esque fashion. There's a lot of bodies down here. I'd feel bad looting them, except what?
Excellent.
There's
What
probably
the
like no way to identify who they are anymore. Okay, well we could go back through the sewers and talk to Scar, but it's probably easier if we just
An
leave.
unexpected request, but sure.
What does this poor commoner think? He just sees the whole party come out of the sewers. Oh, this iron shortage is terrible. If it weren't for the silverware, I don't know how I'd survive. Silverware? I guess he's trying to be funny. Get it? Cause it's made out of silver? Ha! 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 The Shop of Silence. Okay, my interest is piqued. What the heck is the Shop of Silence? Probably go in here and just die. Oh, it's a thief shop. Well, I'm less interested
That
now.
might work.
Hi, friend.
A word with you I would have. House rules you'd be needing to know. This here be the sanctuary, and Silence be our patron saint. You do anything to harm either, and every thief, assassin, and scoundrel with 1,000 leagues will want you dead. I don't know the magics that keep this place secure, but 'tain't nowhere else whereas Night Sneak can sleep sound. It's neutral ground, and you leave your fighting outside. Best be on your best behavior, 'cause banishment for life is the nicest punishment Silence knows. Interesting. So it's a safe haven for
An
thieves.
unexpected request,
A literal
but sure.
sanctuary. Doesn't seem to be very many beds here, though. Do you sell anything?
Hi, friend.
No, you just keep saying the same thing. There's literally a person named
Be ye
Silence.
friend or be ye dead?
Walk yourself slowly in and keep your arms at your sides. This is no inn, and you get no smiling welcome. I expect payment for your safekeeping, and you pay by the day and by the head. The risk I take harboring you low-grade hooligans is simply not worth it. 5 gold up front now, if you please. Okay. We're not gonna stay here because we don't need to. Sorry, we can't pay. You've not the coin? I don't run a charity here. You've got till I get my muscle to be gone. Till I get my muscle. After that, you'll hit the bricks a touch harder.
No, not in here.
Okay,
An unexpected
sure.
request, but sure.
Well, the Shop of Silence was much less interesting than I thought. Kind of expected, I don't know, something magical. The heck is Niklos?
Here, stop a moment. I've got a word or two you need to hear.
Uh-oh. Okay. Aye, you're a fine group of mercenaries, aren't you? Leastwise, that's the word on the street. You do the job, in there? I've got a... I can't read his dialogue. I've a boss who'd like to have a word with you if you can spare the time. He don't ask for free, though, and here'll be 50 gold just to hear him out. I think we're not gonna deal with shady dealings here. Move along, stranger. I've got no time to dawdle with you. Disappointing. I'll leave you to your quiet little stroll then. Yeah, sorry, Niklos. We're not really in the business of working on that side of the law. Well, we'll have to wait for the party to catch up, but I guess we'll take this exit. Should at least allow us to get back to where Scar is. After that, it's to the Iron Throne, right? I think so, anyway. Ugh. You have to manually walk through the fog.
But sure.
Ugh. It's such a chore to right-click with a mouse. Potion shop. Ye Old Inn. And a general store. What's a general store sell? I'm genuinely curious. I mean, I would expect it to sell things like shovels
That
and
might work.
hardware, but what does it sell to a player like us?
Welcome to my humble establishment.
Welcome to my shop. You are free to look about as you wish, but do try not to break anything. I shall proceed with due care and attention. What do you have to show me? Oh, he wasn't kidding. It is a general store. There is not much of interest for us here.
An unexpected
I
request.
mean, it makes
But
sense.
sure.
You would expect to find a whole sundry of shops of all kinds in a city as big as this. Not all of them would be stacked to the brim with magical gear.
That might work. I am a man of my word.
It's good to see you again. How have things gone? We learned that an ogre mage holed up in the sewers and was responsible for all the disappearances. He had several carrion crawlers that would steal out at night to carry off random victims. The crawlers used their hapless prey as food, while the ogre mage took any valuables they might have. You've done good. You've done a good job and earned your bonus in full. Do you have any of the items possessed by the ogre's victims? I'm sure their families would like to have something to remember their loved ones. We know for a fact that the Sashenstar family lost a daughter to those creatures. She had a signet ring, a ring inset with a ruby. Sashenstar. I kind of want to not give it back, but at the same time I doubt it was her fault that her family has so many jerkwads in it. So, yeah, I guess we'll give it back. Yes, we did. We'll happily return it. I thank you for your honesty. I'll throw in a 3,000 gold bonus for the return of the items. Anyway, I'm going to need some people to do the investigating of the Iron Throne. I'm just going to finish up some paperwork, then I'll just be outside the main doors of the Flaming Fist compound. If you wish to discuss the throne, just come talk to me there. I'm losing my ability to do Scar properly. Okay. This must be the compound.
This way, good sir.
Oh, there's a trap door here. Cool. What's down here?
Excellent. What the heck?
Looks like nothing.
I serve the Flaming Fist.
You there! Make sure you don't cause any trouble.
I'm not. What the heck?
Yeah. Fergus? The heck's a
That
Fergus?
might work.
I've got to admit, I ain't never been happier. Got a letter from my lady, and she's gonna be home real soon. Just gotta find me a pretty little ring for a pretty little finger, and all's just gonna be fine. Just fine. But my lady, she transcends gold or silver or fancy stones. She'll have nothing less than an angel skin ring from me.
Good sir. Over here.
An angel skin ring. Do we have one? Is that it? We do have one. Well, here's an angel skin ring. Ah, a ring of the angel skin. You must know my lady well to have chosen so appropriately. If you're ever needing a little work around here, check with Scar, second in command of the Flaming Fist. You can tell him I recommend you. So we gave this guy we just handed over an engagement ring to this guy? And gained some reputation, which actually doesn't do anything for us, but that's fine. What else is going on in this place? Not much, I guess. Delos. Hi, Delos. Delos. You won't talk to us. Huh. Alright, we'll just... Oh. Wait, I thought that was Scar. It's actually just a random mercenary. Maybe Scar is actually in front of the compound like he said he was going to be. Maybe this isn't the compound at all. Scar?
That might work.
Where are you, buddy? He's just gone. I mean, we could go investigate the Iron Throne ourselves. We'd also just kind of bum around Baldur's Gate a little bit. I feel like there's got to be something exciting to see around here. What is this? Is this just a house? It's locked. We won't mess with it. There's another house? Another general store. Kind of not excited to go into a general store, but we'll try this one.
An unexpected request.
Welcome
but
to
sure.
my humble establishment.
My doors are always open to those with coin in their pockets. If I don't have what you need, then you don't really need it. Show me what you have, and I shall decide for myself. Belt of the Destroyer of the Hills. Armor class +4 versus crushing attack. Destroyer of the Hills is probably in reference to giants. And giants are, of course, infamous for using things like clubs or giant morning stars and things like that. And giants, you know, they descend from the hills. I think that's what that's referencing anyway. Okay, the Merchants League estate. Not able to be entered. I guess they don't want visitors. Seven Suns, we're already familiar with that. What's this building? Can we even get in? There's this door over here, but it's not interactable. And there's this door, also locked. Assuming this is locked as well. Maybe these are just people's houses. Let's go to the Ye Old Inn. That sounds like a fun place. Quaint, I suppose. And a potion shop. Surely there's something interesting in the potion shop. What would we even want in potion form? What in the... What? What happened here? The bartender is green. The patrons are running amok. And there are green slimes everywhere. Some of these patrons are half-elves, or elves, one or the other. Like these three. Well, let's lend a hand, I suppose.
My honor is my love. What are you need?
You know what? Yeslik will go melee in this scenario. I think he'll be able to do a little bit more good.
You're a queer fellow.
Now, green slimes, you don't need magic weapons to hit them, I believe.
Leave this place? There be green slimes rising from the cellars. Flee where you can.
Okay, don't know why I did that voice for him, but whatever. Oh, whoa! The bartender exploded. Huh. Well, we'll worry about that later. Okay, so...
Excellent.
This slime is probably dead. Ish. Dead-ish, eventually. It seems like the slimes are poisoning the commoners. And then when they get poisoned, they just, like, die. Oh man, there's still a commoner back here alive.
There goes nothing. How did this happen?
That electricity is Yeslik's hammer. That bartender did not live. Whoa! One moment the barkeeper's talking to the mage Ramazith, then all of a sudden he's flaming mad! He summoned up all those slime creatures. Hideous things they were. Yeah, no kidding.
I'm not surprised.
So Razimith. Razimith is responsible for basically killing half of this bar, including the bartender. He said they were coming from the cellar.
What the heck?
Well, this is clearly not the cellar. We're gonna check for survivors here. I don't see any. I don't see any way to get into the cellar. I'm gonna check the edges of the map here. No, I don't. I don't know what cellar the bartender was talking about. Razimith? Ramazith. Kind of like Ramses. Ramazith. Guess we'll keep an eye out for this Ramazith fellow. This seems almost like a half-finished quest there. But okay, I guess we'll just go to the potion shop since the Ye Old Inn wasn't very helpful.
An unexpected request.
Welcome to my humble establishment.
Please browse and take your time. I have no wish to rush a potential new customer. Well, let us see what you have then. Oh good, your potions aren't fake. This one is, but the rest of them seem legit. Okay, well, potions. Let's get rid of these gems. We really don't need to be hanging on to them. I doubt that another Flaming Fist mercenary... Wait, didn't we give this ruby ring up? I thought we did. Maybe we picked up another one. It's a pretty expensive ring. Anyway, I doubt we're going to run into another Flaming Fist mercenary that wants to look for a wedding ring. I guess we'll sell this guy the also fake oil the speed. That seems bad, but I almost feel like it's his fault for not being able to identify. Like, what? Why would you call yourself a potion shop and not understand the trade in which you found yourself in a profession in?
Excellent.
We probably just need to do a thing where we give Dynahair nothing but identification spells and then just have her ID all of this stuff. Chainmail +1. Yeah, I don't know why I even checked to see if it was better than that. But okay, I mean, like, what kind of potions would we even want here? Fire resistance, hill giant strength. Healing is okay. We could just buy 10 healing potions. That way we don't have to rest anymore. 780 gold? That's nothing. Potion of oil of fiery burning. Those are fun. Is it worth 1,000 gold to get 2, though? I don't know. Oil of speed is nice, too. We don't really need any more elixirs of health since we're not going to be spending a whole lot of time around poisonous monsters. Potion of defense? No. Potion of healing? Hey, that looks fishy. Potion of infravision. You've got to be kidding me. Why would anyone use that? Yeah, that's also a fishy antidote. Don't buy that. Potion of magic protection. Only 1,000? Oh, but that's the one that only gives 50% resistance. It's magic blocking. That's 100. Wait, this one's magic shielding. What's the difference? Whoa! All saving throws are automatically successful for 3 turns. Guys, we read this. A turn is 10 rounds, right? Or is a round 10 turns? No, because it's attacks per round, right? We can verify this. Hold on. We can verify this here. Attacks per round. Okay, yeah. So the round is the 6-second one. I was correct. A round is a 6-second one. Hang on. Just gotta get back here. So that's 3 turns is 30 rounds. Otherwise known as 30 times 6, which is 180 seconds or 3 minutes, right? Wait, no, I did that wrong, surely. 30 times 6. Did I do that wrong? No, I didn't. Yeah. Okay, so 1 turn is a minute. 3 minutes to auto-succeed on saving throws seems pretty dang strong. Like, I can't believe the price difference is only 300 between these two, because I don't really care about the 50% magical, all forms of magical, non-physical. Like, who cares about that? It's the auto saving throws that make that a hard sell. Potion of regen. Regenerate 2 HP per round for 3 turns, so that's also 30 rounds. It's only 60 HP. I mean, that sounds like a lot, but... Well, I guess that's... What am I talking about? We're in D&D world. 60 HP is still quite a bit. It just isn't... It doesn't happen all at once. Potion of freedom. We should probably get these. Just so Luther can not be held in place by things. So in total, if we want to buy all the useful potions, it's 3,600 gold. So it's about 10% of our gold. It's probably worth it. It's not like we're spending it on anything else anyway. We don't really have a very mage-heavy party, so the most expensive things that you'll be spending money on are things like scrolls for your spellbook. But Dynahair doesn't even have access to level 4s yet. She's still in level 3 world, where arguably we really do need to get her, like,
What the heck?
fireball or something. Oh, the Iron Throne headquarters. This is, you know, just right there. Just, hey, how about you go look at the Iron Throne headquarters? They're right on everyone's map. Why don't we? What's stopping us?
Stranger.
Let's sightsee a little bit around the docks. We'll do a loop and then we'll go back to the Iron Throne. Oh there. Watch your step on the wharfs about. The sea spray can make the cobbles a touch treacherous. My name is Kerchis. Is there anything I can help you with? What do you do here? I be the Duke's own dockhand, if you will. Well, alright, I'm just a dockhand like any other, but I've been aboard the royal galleys to unload wares from around the New World. New World? Is there some sort of dimensional portal in the middle of the sea through which you get to pass there? 'Tis better yet. They say now that the world is no longer flat, that it has become a round, perfect sphere shaped round itself like a wizard's crystal. We perched atop its upright half, and the new world of Maztica clings to the underside like so many bats. Someday I shall sneak aboard one of those ships, that I may see such wonders myself. Interesting. We don't have a response that supports his concept that the world is a sphere. Hurrah to your new world then, Kerchis, whatever shape it takes. Alas, I cannot tarry here. Perhaps we'll talk another day. If I haven't stowed myself away in the hold of one of these ships in your absence, that is. Well, that was kind of interesting. Why did... I mean, I guess I shouldn't complain, but it's a little odd that a random NPC wants to come up and talk to us about sneaking over to Maztica. Whatever that place is. It's not one I've heard of. Oh, another person wants to talk to us? Hey there, youngin. Hey there, youngin. How be you this fine day? Come for a stroll around the docks, have ye? A better place for thinking there cannot be. Many's the time I've walked these rails and boards, and me cares just wash away, by gum. Any tales of the sea you'd like to share? Oh, the sea harbors more tales than you have days left to live, young one. Why, I could go on all night with stories of pirates that sail the Lanther Isles, or strange merchants with goods that defy description. I wager I know what tale you would be keen on hearing, though. The tale of old Baldur himself. A great man he was, and he sailed farther than most of us could dream. 'Twas his coin that built the great wall that protects our fair city, and none of us would be here save for his efforts. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, Balduran, or Balduran, however you want to pronounce it, is the founder of Baldur's Gate. He sounds like a great man. What happened to him? As is often the case with great men, no one knows what became of him. He set out one day for the fabled Isles of Ancarome and was not seen again. Some occasionally say that they see the rigging of his ship on the horizon, and the more romantic tales speak of him sailing the stars themselves. Many a cynic claims that he simply foundered on some desert isle, but talk like that around here, and you'll likely be fed your teeth. I've talked your ear off, I have. I'll let you be on your way. Alright, so Balduran was some kind of sailor that
What the heck?
paid for the wall that constructed this, or rather, you know what I'm trying to say. He's responsible for the construction of the
Not
wall.
in here.
A lot of commoners around here, but no one important. Is this a building we can even go in? The Harbor Master's building. Okay. The Harbor Master. Well, let's just give it a shot. How would we even know that? We can't click on anything. Oh, There we go. Harbor Master's building. What in the...
What's
The
that?
Harbor Master.
Nasty times are coming, I reckon.
Hey there, what can I do for you?
Huh. I kind of want to charter a ship, but I don't think that's what Chaotic Good Luther would say right now. He has no need to leave Baldur's Gate. We've been investigating some sort of weird goings-ons at Baldur's Gate, and we thought the Harbor Master must know a great deal. What with the coming and goings of the merchant ships.
Yeah, as the Harbor Master, I'm privy to a lot of what's going on. What's it that you want to know?
Do you know anything about the Iron Throne?
The Iron Throne's been making some major moves in the city. They've been making...
I can't remember what did this guy had a British accent, right?
The Iron Throne's been making some major moves in the city. They've been making inroads in all sorts of the markets.
The most noticeable would be the Iron Throne. Their competitors just sit there and take it. It's really weird. Okay, so wait, I'm sorry, I lost the voice and then. But what did he actually say? So we asked him about the Iron Throne. He's talking about they've been making inroads in all sorts of markets. Well, we already knew that. That's not really that
Excellent. What the heck?
new information. This really it? Heck, let's charter a ship.
You're rather outlandish folk to be wandering round here.
I'm really busy now, so I'm gonna have to ask you to come back at a later time.
I'm not surprised.
Okay. I guess we,
Unexpected request, but sure.
I guess that was the Harbor Master. Well, a little anticlimactic, but I think that's where we're going to end today's episode, outside the grandiose doors of the Iron Throne. Yeah, well. Even have signs right there. They're not hiding it. When we come back, we'll enter the throne itself, since that is kind of the reason we even came to Baldur's Gate in the first place, was to poke around and see what's going on. Ask them politely, excuse me, sirs, madams, why are you messing up the economy and making terrible decisions and trying to engage a war with Om? Oh well. Anyway, guys, thanks for sticking through another one, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Later.